Slide on me, I like to get it poppin', but these bitches in my business call me out to choosing violence. If you see me out in public, you don't know me, keep it silent. And I bet you might be screaming, but outside I keep it quiet. You know those key, I'm gonna always do the lowest. Don't see if you can keep it, and nobody knows. I need you to get the fuck on my space. Replacement's on the way, please don't play.
Welcome to a new vlog. Today's Saturday. Usually I try to start vlogs off on Mondays or like Sundays, but because last week's vlog was so long, I had to like keep cutting stuff down. It ended up being almost an hour. It was 52 minutes. I was like, let me just edit this and then make a new vlog. So that's why I'm starting on Saturday. I just came back from the gym. I feel good. I feel good for actually like going and working out or whatever. It was nobody there, which is what I thoroughly enjoy. Like, I'm the type of person that if I go to the gym and there are a lot of people in there, I'm gonna turn back around and go back. Like, and I've done it countless times. Like, the last time I tried to go, it was like 5 people in there, and it's like it's not small, but I was like, turned back around, went back upstairs. And I know they were probably like, what is wrong with her? But not gonna do it. I just made this smoothie so I can have something, you know, post gym. This is, I need to write this down because this is actually really good. I'm saying actually like I'm surprised. This is blueberries, mango chunks, pineapples, almond milk, a little honey, like the smallest bit of honey, chia seeds, and I think that's it. Blueberries, pineapples, mango chunks, chia seeds, almond milk, honey. Yeah, that's it. I need to write it down because this is good. It tastes like, it just tastes good. It tastes good. I was worried at first because I realized I didn't have any strawberries. Like, usually I always do strawberries, blueberries, bananas. I'm out of bananas. And I realized the last time I went to Trader Joe's, I never bought strawberries. I thought I had bought them, but I didn't. So I need to get some. I'll probably go to Trader Joe's tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, probably not today. But yeah, that's a good smoothie. I want to get back into the routine of going to the gym. I'll be doing good for a little while, and then I just like fall off. It's like once you miss that one day, it's hard to go back. At least for me. Like, if I miss one day, it's hard for me to go back. It'll be months before I end up going back. But yeah, today's pretty chill. If you watched the last vlog, then you know that I assigned myself some homework, and I told y'all about it because accountability purposes. So I am going to be working on that today, as far as reading that packet that I printed yesterday. Reading the packet and also working on my course. So I said 2 hours a day I'll work on the course. So yeah, again, telling y'all to keep myself accountable. So it'll be pretty chill. I need to water my plants. One of them is definitely dying, and I was reading up about it yesterday and I found out why. I'll explain in a second. So y'all know Fab. Fab is tried and true. Fab was the first partner I had in here. I need to cut this this palm off because it's definitely dying, but I was gonna let it die out a little bit more before I cut it. She has been my ride or die since I got in here. She has her temper tantrums, but right now she's okay. She's working on 2 new palms. She has one here, and then she has one coming right here too. This one is about to start opening up, if you can see that. Don't know if you can see it, but it has like these little sprouts on the end. So she's about to come open. It'll probably open up faster if I cut that dead one off. I'll probably do that today. But yeah, so don't mind that wig on the floor. It was air drying. So this is my oh my gosh, bird of paradise, right? I messed this up because I repotted this, but I think I used outdoor soil. I definitely think I used outdoor instead of indoor, and it did say use indoor. I need to cut these off right here. These are dead. This is dead, but I was letting it get a little bit harder before I cut it. Here's where I messed up. I was reading about this last night, and I wish I could get this to like just stay up like this. So these are two separate roots. If you remember Vlogmas, I repotted this because it needed to be repotted, right? I cut this off, this right here, not realizing that you aren't supposed to cut these because everything comes off of these, like this one stalk. And I was reading it last night and I was like, oops, my fault, OG.
Let me, yo. My fault, OG. No, ain't no my fault.
So I cut this. I don't think this is gonna come back. I'm gonna keep it there just in case, but since I cut it, I don't think anything else can come off of that. This one I'm not gonna cut, even though this one is definitely dying. I want to save this plant. Listen, I'm determined to save this plant because it was so beautiful and pretty. If you watched my I think mistake number 1 was potting this in outdoor soil and not indoor. But if you watched my Vlogmas, I'm tripping, not Vlogmas. If you watched my recent video where I redid the room and stuff, you saw that plant. That's when I had kind of first got it. So I've had that plant since at least September. Maybe I got it in August, I'm not sure. But I've had it for a few months and I just want to save it. I want to save her, and hopefully we can. If not, we'll see. So I've been using my standing desk for the past few days. Love having it, right? I really do. But now I think I'm about to take it down and just use the table to do my work. Oh, I didn't realize that it was so dark. Hold on. I'm gonna take it down and we're gonna use the regular table because I just have it on top of the table to do work because I needed this week to like stand up, and just I felt better standing up, which is cool. I need to figure out where to store it where I can just easily like pull it out when I need to, because right now I'm just keeping it in my room behind the door. But now I feel like I need to sit down and work because standing is just not doing it for me. Ugh, this thing's heavy. That's the other thing. That's the other issue. I don't know where I want to keep it right now, so I'm just gonna put it over here. Low-key, I might just put it back in the room where it originally was because it makes the most sense. I had put a towel underneath it because I didn't want it, because my table is white and that thing is black and it's metal at the bottom, and I didn't want it scratching my table, so I had just put a towel underneath it so that metal wouldn't scratch it. But yeah, I'm just gonna set up my little work space over here again, because I think I'm okay with sitting and doing it here. Mind you, I'm talking like it's not 9 o'clock at night. It's 9:30 at night, and I feel great. I took a nap. I feel like I do my best work at night. If it's like early, it's very hard for me to do stuff. I think it's just very hard. Nighttime is when my gears start turning. So I have done my 2 hours for the day. I've been taking notes on my iPad about this. So basically it's more so geared towards businesses and like brick and mortar. So I'm about like four modules, maybe not that much, I don't know, we'll see in a second, because I think I'm gonna call, oh hold on, I forgot I had my my Roberta Flack vinyl playing, and I didn't want to get copywritten. So anyway, yeah, I am about 4 modules in to this online like fundamentals course. Y'all see what I was saying in the last vlog where I said my glasses mess up the lighting? You see how it just got brighter when I took them off? Anywho, I'm 4 modules in, and I will say that this is more so, it's taking me a second to kind of wake up my brain to, because it's a lot of like business talk, right? And it's like things I was thinking about, like grad school, like the stuff that I learned at FSU, but it's also waking up stuff that I was like learning about at FAMU that I haven't thought about in forever, I'm not gonna lie. So like it just finished talking about like a SWOT analysis, building your SWOT analysis for your business, and like KPIs. I'm doing like KPIs right now, but it's more so geared towards brick and mortar stores, people who own, and brick and mortar is just like physical businesses. So like your cafe that you run into on the street, that's a brick and mortar store. And so it's helping people who have brick and mortar transition into like an online space. But I'm trying to think of it as like I don't have like a physical business, but I'm thinking about it in terms of like branding and seeing yourself as a brand. And so I wanted to stop real quick because they're talking about like KPIs and making sure that your KPIs are like key performance indicators. So when you set KPIs, you need to make sure that they are specific, measurable, attainable, etc., etc. But I'm thinking about it in terms of like, how would I apply that to myself if I'm seeing myself as like a brand or a business? What goals do I currently have that I can set KPIs for? So like one of my goals for the year is like 10,000 followers on Pinterest. Right now I'm at like 4,000. So I have 6,000 more to go. So if my goal is to get to 10,000 followers on Pinterest, what KPIs can I set to get there? So if it's me posting a video, is it replying to comments within an hour, maybe not even an hour, because people want like feedback instantaneously. So if somebody posts a comment, does that mean responding within 15 minutes of receiving the comment? Does that mean posting a video on Pinterest every week, every 2 weeks, 3 videos a week? Like, what KPIs can I set to get to that goal? And so that's how I'm trying to think of it. I'm trying to like throw out, you know, what's that saying? Chew the food, spit out the bones, or something like that. I think it's something along those lines, but it's basically saying like, take what you need from something and throw out what you don't need. So I'm just taking what I personally need, if I'm seeing myself as like a brand to get to where I want to be, and the things that I want to achieve, using what I'm learning here to apply to myself, and not thinking about like the brick and mortar aspect. And who knows, maybe one day I will open a brick and mortar store for something. I really want to have a coffee shop one day, but that's further down the line. Okay, I was right. I did 4 modules. That's pretty good, I think. So now I'm gonna hang it up on this, and I'm gonna transition into reading my packet that we talked about last week. Remember, accountability. So yeah, I'm gonna read that. I just want to read it in one sitting, honestly. I might move over to the couch to get more comfortable, and I'll check in after I have finished. So I have officially finished reading this packet, and I'm like, I should really just use the vlog as more of like an accountability thing for myself, because if I don't know if I would have if I wouldn't have said on the vlog that I would complete this by Sunday. Today's Sunday, by the way, 5:53 p.m. So I have been at this table since I woke up, like after I finished my like morning routine or whatever. I have been at this table, one, reading this, finishing this, and also working on my modules. I don't know that if I had not said on the vlog that I was gonna do that, I would have done it. like I would have been like, oh, I can do it tomorrow, or oh, I can finish this week. But because I said on camera and to you all that yeah, I'm gonna finish this on this day, I got it done, and I learned a lot. Actually, this was a really good read for me, and I think that it was something that I needed to read. I didn't know initially. I knew he was a writer because the essay is about writing and like rules of the page and writing a script and stuff like that. But I didn't know what he had exactly worked on. But one of the shows that I am familiar with that he was a writer on is Medium. I used to love that show, and also Raising Dion, which is a more recent show that you may have heard of. So yeah, I put my little stickies on the pages, and I made some like annotations and highlighted some things I want to remember. But this was just like the encouragement I needed to just go ahead and start, because I will say that I get caught up in the rules of screenwriting, and so it takes me forever to either start a script or finish a script beyond like idea conception, because or I'll write like some dialogue and it won't go a lot further past that, because I get so caught up in like the rules of screenwriting and like the formatting of screenwriting, and by the time I start thinking about all those rules and limitations, I just like talk myself out of just writing the thing. And so at the end of this, he's basically like, you know, while there are rules to the process, like with anything, it takes you practicing the craft, learning those rules, and then throwing caution to the wind after that. Like after you learn the rules to something, then you know one, what works and what doesn't work, but also you know how to bend and twist those rules. So I'm like, oh wow, that was good to like read. So I have to think of my next task for myself. Since I finished this was good. I still have to finish my Google course. I got 4 modules down, but I need to think of my next task for myself. Right now, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna cook something. Oh, I need to take something out of the freezer. I'm gonna cook something, chill, and then I'm gonna watch Potomac tonight, and I'll be back after Potomac is over, because we're gonna talk about whatever happens this week. All right, y'all, I am in the middle of making a matcha, and I just remembered I finished my modules for the day too, my 2 hours. I was learning a lot on there. I was like, okay, like I'm actually learning. Not like I thought. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I thought that it was just gonna be an extension of like me brushing up on what I learned in grad school, but I'm actually learning like new stuff, and like I like that. So yeah, I'm making a matcha, so I figured we could talk while I make this matcha, because Housewives of Potomac came on last night. So I don't know if y'all watched that episode. So that episode was, quick recap, it was, they're still in Mexico. Karen tells Ashley dirt that she has on Robin. Robin calls Juan and then Robin confronts Karen at the restaurant or whatever. I don't know if Karen intentionally told Ashley because she knew that Ashley was gonna go tell Robin, or if she just had a lapse of judgment, because I was like, why would you tell Motormouth? Like, Ashley is Motormouth. She was like, she went up to Candace and Wendy at the bar, and she was like, yeah, I just had a conversation with Karen. She told me not to tell anybody. Like, what? Girl, what is wrong with you? And then she tells Robin, like, and it's like, on one hand, I respect it because she did tell Karen, like, that's my friend, so I'm gonna tell her. So she did give Karen a heads up. It wasn't like she didn't know. She told her that she may tell, very much so tell her. But yeah, she ended up telling Robin the tea that Karen had on her about Juan. And so we all know, like, we've been hearing those rumors forever. We heard those rumors for like 2 years, 3 years now. We all know those rumors. But what tickled me in my spirit was the fact that when when Robin called Juan on that phone sounded like a very guilty man. I'm not gonna lie. Juan's response was less, his response was less, I'm defending myself, and more, I'm tired of hearing about this. I want to cheat in peace. Like, that's what his response was given to me. And so it was just so funny to me, because it's like, it didn't give what she thought it was gonna give. Like, she was like, I'm gonna call Juan right now. I'm gonna call Juan right now. And Juan was like, I'm hanging up the phone, Robin. I'm hanging up the phone, Robin. I was like, ooh, that was not the response that you wanted on TV. And in that sense, I feel bad for you. But also, you should have just minded your business. Like, the whole argument even started because, remember, they had that dinner and Robin allegedly said that she was defending her friend Sharice. Now, I would like to draw your attention to the fact that when this happened at the second restaurant between Karen and Robin, Sharice didn't say a mumbling word. Sharice didn't say anything. So I'm like, Robin, you jumped in to help your friend, but your friend is not helping you when the shoe is on the other foot. Like, get into it. If we don't talk about it, let's talk about it. But I will say now, Giselle did try to help her friend. What they call them, the green-eyed bandit. She did try to jump in and help her, and Karen was like, Karen said, thou without a man. When I tell you, I almost fell off the sofa. When she said thou without a man, I was just like, how did she come up with that fast? She said that, and then she said something else. She was like, oh, you're nowhere near an altar, or something like that. When I tell you, Karen, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 on the responses. I was like, wow. If I were Giselle, I wouldn't have said anything else after that. Nothing. At the end, like, they had that situation with what's Mia's friend's name? Jacqueline. Between Jacqueline and Mia, right? Here is my thinking. This is what I think. This is my theory. So remember in the last episode when Jacqueline was like, stop sleeping with married men or something like that, and Jacqueline was like, no, Mia told Jacqueline that, and Jacqueline's response was like, you sold your soul. And she was so visibly upset that I think they had a previous conversation off camera, because that's how this stuff go. They had a previous conversation where Mia may have told her like, hey, I'm on this show, it's my second season on here, I can get you on this show too, let's go make this money, the only thing we have to do is come up with a storyline, you know, whatever I say, just go with it, and you're gonna be asked to be on the show too. And I think that Jacqueline may have been like, okay, sure, as long as it's not too, like, it's not too outrageous. So I think Mia is like, oh, I'm gonna say she was messing with married men, or she messed with G, or she's in a three-way relationship with me and G, and that's gonna get her on the show. But I think when the married men thing came, I think Jacqueline like drew the line there, and that's why she was like, you sold your soul. Because she didn't want that stigma attached to her name. That's my theory. I think they were in cahoots together. It just went a little too far, and Jacqueline wasn't with it once it hit that boundary. So I think that's the issue with them. Will they be friends still? If Jacqueline stays Mia's friend, good luck to her. I'll just say that. Good luck to her. And what else happened? Wendy and Mia resolved their issues. I don't know if y'all caught it, but did y'all catch when they were in the room and Wendy was like, you're beautiful, I'm gorgeous? Wendy, why would you say that? Because it was so subtle and it was so fast that it just went right over Mia's head. And so they figured out their stuff. And I think that was pretty much it for the episode. I think in the next, I think Sunday, they're coming back to Potomac. Yeah, it's the bachelorette party and stuff like that, so it'll be some more mess. Potomac is my favorite housewives. I'm gonna be honest, it's my favorite housewives. That, and then right after that is probably, I used to love Atlanta. Atlanta is not hitting like it used to hit. But so for right now, I say my top 2 is like Potomac and, say what you want, but New York, I like Housewives of New York. Dorinda and all them, I know Dorinda is not coming back, but like, because theirs is just funny. Like, theirs is just, their issues and their problems are just so far removed from reality and like the common person that it's just hysterical. Like, it's laughable to hear what their issues are. So I do like New York, and then probably Beverly Hills since Garcelle joined them, and then after that Atlanta, unless Atlanta comes back and gives us some more to work with, because right now it's not giving. Good morning, all. Good morning. Today is Tuesday. Ooh, I have to get my gloves because it's 29 degrees outside. Whew. Come on. My fingers are freezing. Oh, well, duh. You got the AC on in here. I just got in the car, by the way. So that's why the AC is on. But, so I have to handle some business that I won't put on the vlog this morning. And then after I finish that, I need to go to Whole Foods and get some more vitamins because I'm out of vitamin C. No, not vitamin C. I'm out of vitamin D, and I'm also out of my prebiotic. So I need to get those as well. Because right now the only thing I have is my multi and also my zinc and my vitamin C. But I need my vitamin D too. If you are a black person, I mean, vitamin D is good for everybody, don't get me wrong, but if you are a black person and like a darker skinned black person, you should probably look into taking vitamin D because of the melanin in our skin. It will fight off some of the vitamin D, so we can tend to have a vitamin D deficiency because of the melanin. So I found that out, and I was like, oh, because you know how sometimes you just feel so tired, so sluggish, like you really aren't getting the benefits of like being in the sun, how people feel energized and like, oh, I'm getting vitamin D from the sun, and you don't feel that way. You should probably talk to your doctor and look into taking vitamin D because you might have a vitamin D deficiency. All right, so I have to do that, and then I have to get some other stuff. I'm sure that the other stuff can probably wait, to be quite honest. That stuff can probably wait until later, but I do need those things. Okay, hey y'all, I did something stupid, something that I try not to do and I haven't done in a while, but sometimes I forget to eat. Like if I'm doing, it's typically when I'm like doing stuff that I forget to eat. So like I got up really early this morning, and I still got up early, but it was later than what I wanted to get up. So I just like hurried up and threw some clothes on so I can go and do what I needed to get done. So I didn't even think about, like, food didn't even cross my mind when I woke up. And then I came back because I was like, okay, while the sun is still, it was still on this side of the apartment. And also something I learned is that if I want to get really good videos with natural lighting from the sun, I need to wake up really early, like 7 o'clock. Actually earlier than that if I want to get ready for the video, because the sun at like 8 o'clock this morning across this wall was so pretty, and I was like, that was I was like, if I want to use that sun, I need to get up earlier to record videos. Anyway, I came back and I recorded some TikTok videos because I have been putting off these TikTok videos that I've wanted to do. One is, I can tell you because even if it's not posted, y'all family. One is some Valentine's Day outfit ideas. I was gonna split it up into 2 videos, one for girls who like or people who like more so pants and like sets, like matching sets, and then the second video was gonna be dresses and skirts, but I just decided to put it in one TikTok. It's gonna be one TikTok video. So I recorded all of them. I need to edit them later, and then I also recorded a TikTok for what I would wear if I were a teacher, because somebody commented on my TikTok like last year and was like, you should do a video like what I would wear if. And so I was like, okay, what do you suggest the first video be? She was like, if you were a teacher, I would like to see what you would wear. So I did 4 outfits, one for if I were a math teacher, a science teacher, an art teacher, and a language teacher. I think that one's gonna be really cute. I had like some props, so I think that one's gonna be cute. I'm excited about that one. And yeah, I recorded those. So now my room is a mess because there are clothes everywhere and I need to hang them up. I'll hang them up a little bit later. But I ordered some food from BZB because while I was out, Crystal, y'all know Crystal, she had texted me and was like, we were on the phone yesterday just talking, and I like just randomly threw out, like, you know how you're on the phone, you just say stuff, and I randomly threw out like, oh, I wish I had some BZB, or I wish I went and got food from BZB. And so this morning she had texted me and was like, what was the name of that place that you mentioned yesterday? And I was like, oh, BZB Cafe. And so she sent me some money to get some food from BZB. So I ordered that. Thank you, Crystal. And I'm gonna go pick that up. It said it should be ready at 2:14. It's 1:52, so it's probably ready. It's probably gonna be ready a little bit earlier though than 2:14, I'm thinking. But yeah, with all that being said, I forgot to eat today, and so I was like in the room putting some stuff back on hangers, and I felt really lightheaded, and I was on the phone with my mom, and she was like, go eat some crackers before, you know, you go get your food. So that's what I'm doing. I hate when I do that because it's literally just like you just forget. Oh, I'm watching this Keith Lee situation. That's what I was doing. I was like, what was I just doing? I'm trying to catch up on this.
To network, so I will find talent. It's safe to say she didn't find me. I already had 2 to 3 million followers when she originally reached out. Now, I do not have a show, but I do have a meeting tomorrow with somebody pitching one. And you guys are like, I couldn't relate. Of course you couldn't. It's not for you. That doesn't make it a bad book.
True. Okay, so just got back from BZB. You're a little cricket. It's okay. Wash my hands. I hate when I do this. I hate when I let myself get to this point, because then it's hard to enjoy the food because I'm just thinking about how I have a headache or how I feel lightheaded and not thinking about how good the food is. Also, they closed the Walmart over there. The Walmart was all boarded up, and I was like, wonder what happened. I might look it up on the news. It's always something happening in Atlanta, always, so I'm not surprised. Okay, food. I got my rolls. They gave me 2. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. And all right. The food. Ooh, I feel a headache. All right, so I got the their special today. Well, one of their specials today was 6 wings, 6 fried wings, and you could have got them like with smothered rice too, but I didn't want the smothered rice, so I got oh yeah, I got macaroni and string beans as my 2 sides. So or something like that. Yeah, like just I just got this email that was like, your Wayfair account has been signed into, and usually I ignore those kind of emails because it's like, I'm lying, I don't ignore them unless I know like it's my niece or my nephew or something signing into like a streaming account, then I kind of ignore them. But this Wayfair thing was like, review device signing, and we noticed that your account was logged in on a new device. And I'm like, what device? Because I haven't been on my Wayfair account since like I moved in here probably because I ordered that sofa. Like I ordered some things from Wayfair, and it said an Android app. So I just got on my computer and changed my password, because who is logging into Wayfair? Why are you hacking people's Wayfair accounts? Like, who does that? Who does that? Like, that's not even, what? And you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, let me make sure I don't have any cards saved on here. And see, this is exactly why I don't save, like, you know how you have the option on websites, like, oh, do you want to save your card for a faster checkout or easier checkout later? No, I don't want to. You don't have to save nothing to your site. And that's exactly why, because people will hack your stuff. Like Wayfair, who is hacking into Wayfair? That's crazy to me. But like, I'm so glad I don't have a card saved on there, but typically I don't save my card. And if y'all do, you know, don't save your cards on websites if you can help it. Like, if you know you're gonna order something from them later on and you're gonna have access to your card, just take the extra 1 minute to walk and get your wallet and put your card in instead of saving it to the account, because people just be peopling. That's it. They just be peopling. Okay, I gotta go. I got a call in a little bit. A very important call.
Hi, may I have a large matcha latte with 3 pumps of vanilla, and that's it.
I actually don't know what she said. I think she said first window, but I'm actually not sure.
Oh, that's nuts, man.
Lego. No time for bad energy. More life and it's more money. In my life today, God on my side today. Can decide, oh. Whether it's the Henny and nice, can decide, oh. Whether the we gon' cool my mind. No stress, no enemy. That boy used to be a friend of me. XO, what she sent to me. She said me can't let them boy get to me. I'm in the mood. I'm in the bigger mood. High life, get away. Tough life, far away from you. I wanna see the view. Watch the world, I wanna be on beach side in Cancun. Tell me what you wanna do. Yeah. Anyway, me go on all the gang go. Been long since I reached back home. Remember days you was on a back road. Till a lot of places that we can go. Yes, I know. Might just pick up my back and